So this is an 18-foot open deck trailer, dual axle, and noticed the other day when we were just about to get ready to take off that I was just pushing and pulling and checking things out as you should once in a while, and I noticed that this pin right here in the equalizer beam was not super happy. So that's got a ton of play in it, and so that, for those of you that might be curious how this all works, is that this is an equalizer that pivots. I have that pin in backwards, but it pivots on that pin there and kind of moves back and forth that way, and it just one grabs a pin through this purchase on the spring, and then the other one actually moves around here. It's got a little bit of play in it, and so anyways, that's kind of balances the inside of those two axles out. And yeah, I know people, I've seen trailers with much worse play than this, but nonetheless, this was getting a little bit worse than yeah, you can see there, the pin flopping around was getting a little bit sloppy for my liking. So I thought, let's do some preventative maintenance. Let's get this fixed. So I've obviously pulled some of this apart already, and I thought, hey, somebody might benefit from seeing this job done. And I did go to my local trailer shop, and I bought these replacements. And I did consider trying to cut this out and buy new pins and kind of make that you reuse this old one. But anyways, for the money, this new one, it's all tight. Obviously got new pins, and it's gonna be the right part for the job. So anyways, let's get at putting this side back together, and I'll show you how it goes. Okay. So to put this new one in, I like to grease the pins up a little bit before I put it together. And that's actually why these wear out in the first place, is just because they don't get enough grease. And that's kind of how I noticed something was wrong, was I went and grabbed my grease gun and went to, because these pins have usually come with grease zerks on them. And I went to put some grease in it, and it wouldn't accept grease. And so I started playing around, and one thing led to another, and I figured it out that it was pretty worn. But sometimes, like at the trailer shop where I bought these, they actually kind of laughed a bit. They were like, they've seen them worn out, way worse than this. So yeah, some people leave them way too long. Good grief. Huh. Okay, well, time for a pry bar. Time for maybe some earmuffs. Okay, yeah, that's a new pin. Just give that another little coat of grease. Why not? Always feels so good when you can replace something that's worn out, you know it's gonna need it, and you do it before it really goes sideways on you. So this, the old pin, when I took it out, was welded actually on. Took me a while to figure that out. I had to sit under there with a grinder for a bit. But this one is a castle nut, so it can use a cotter pin to keep it from ever walking off on you. And then this bolt that goes in the back side here, I'll have to probably pound that in, but it has a knurl on it that kind of captures it inside the hole and just makes it so it's secure and doesn't spin. And then this nut is a crushed nut, and it locks itself on the threads. Also, so it doesn't come off. Obviously, that would be horrible. Okay, well, I think I'm going to need the jack here. Looks like I got that. Let's put a little bit of grease on there too. There. Grab a different size socket here. See that move there, you can see how it kind of equalizes the level of those two axles. Yeah, it's good and tight. Now I'll get that castle nut tightened. Now you don't have to make those super tight because they obviously are kept on with a cotter pin. There it is. Yeah. Very, very nice. New parts. Always feels great to put on new parts. There's a underneath shot of that equalizer beam. Straight shot in there. Let's give you a close-up castle nut with the cotter pin. And this was the crush nut that's nice and tight now. And yeah, that's pretty simple fix, but important one. If you don't do it, it can lead to some catastrophic failures if you don't keep your eyes on things that wear out. You can see it's fairly rusty under here. So yeah, this old trailer's seen some miles, but still doing the job. Just keep doing the maintenance. Okay, well, mission accomplished. Wheels back on. Everything's tight. Got my forklift here. I'm going to pull this outside. I'm going to let you come along for the ride. Let's go fire the forklift up. This is a very old forklift for those of you that are wondering. And sometimes it doesn't run the greatest. I don't know if my camera's going to stay on the back of the trailer in the wind. Bit of a breeze blowing here today. Okay, there we go. And just like that, she's done. Okay, folks, well, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any questions. Talk to you very soon.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.